The first one says 35 over 40. We're reducing the fractions to the lowest terms. So you said this is 7 over 9. That means 5 is 7. 5 is supposed to be 8, right? Right?
Yeah.
So that should be 7 over 8, okay?
Okay.
Let's check the second one. The second one, 4 over 10, I mean 4 over 36, right? This one.
Yeah.
So 4 over 36, if we reduce it by 1, that would be 1 over 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's correct. That's correct. So the next one, which is number 3, I mean the third one, which is your number 12. So we have 44 over 48. So 4 in 44 is 11, and 4 in 48 is 12. So that's correct. Then 6 over 14, we can change that to 2 in 6 gives us 3, and 2 in 14 gives us 7. That's also correct. Then we have 4 over 32. That's if we divide by 4. 4 in 4, that's 1. And 4 in 32, that's 8. That's correct. And the next one, 18, 20. 18 over 20, 2 in 18 gives us 9. And 2 in 20 gives us 10. That's also correct. Then we have um, 35 over 50. Yeah, 35 over 50. That's the 5 in 35, that's 7. And 5 in 50, that's 10. That's also correct. Then we have 2 over 14. So 2 in 2 gives us 1. 2 in 14 gives us 7. Good. Then we have 12 over 28. We can use 4. 4 in 12 gives us 3. And 4 in 28 gives us 7. That's correct. Then the next one says 10 over 16. For 10 over 16, 2 can divide them. That's 5 over 8. Then the next one, 6 over 9. 3 can divide them. That's 2 over 3. And 5 over, look at this one. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that should be 1 over 3, not 2 over 3, okay?
That it's actually 1/3, not two.
Okay, it's 1. That makes you correct. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So then the next one, we have 28 over 32, which is 28 over 32. That's 4 in 28, that is 7, and 4 in 32, that's 8. That's correct then. Then we have 30 over 35, that is 6 over 7. That's correct if we use 5 to divide it. Then we have 14 over 18, 2 divides them, that is 7 over 9. That's also correct. And we're remaining 14 over, okay, 2 over 18, this gives us 1 over 9, right?
Yeah.
And 28 over 40, that is a 7 over 10, because we divide by 4. Then 27 over 40, if you divide by 4, you have 4 in 12, that's 3. 4 in 40, that's 10. And 3 over 80, 36. So 4 in, I mean, that's 8 over 36. 4 in 8, that's 2. 4 in 36, that's 9. That's correct. Then 2 over 10. This is 1 over 5 because 2 into is 1. So this is simply telling you that if you work out anything in mathematics and you get 2 over 10, don't leave your answer as 2 over 10. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So we have to always reduce our fractions to the lowest form. Okay, the next one, 10 over 36. 5 in 10 is 2. 10 over 35. So 5 in 10 is 2, and 5 in 35 is 7. Then 20 over 24. 4 in 25. 4 in 26. And 24 is 6. And the last line there, we have 3 over 6 to be 1 over 2. 5 over 35 to be. Wait, what did you write here?
5, 7.
5 over 7, right?
Yeah.
And this should be 1 over 7, okay? You got a 1 over 7, right? Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Then 2 over 4, that's 1 over 2. 4 over 28, that's 1 over 7. And the last one, 25 over 60. 5 and 25 is 5, and 5 is 60. So that's a very good job, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that's a very good job. So you've been able to reduce all of these fractions to the lowest form. What we want to look at right now is quickly we want to look at how to multiply fractions, okay?
Okay, sir.
Or we can just say multiplying and dividing fractions. So multiplying and dividing fractions. So when they give us some kind of fractions to multiply and divide, we have to consider some things. Hold on. We have to consider some things like if there are common factors between numerators and denominators, okay?
Yeah.
And if there are no common factors, we just multiply straight away. But if there are common factors, we need to use that common factor to reduce them, to reduce the size of the fraction, okay?
Okay, sir.
For example, let's look at these examples. Number one, we have 2 over 6 times 15 over 13. Now look at this, 2 over 6, then 15 over 13. Ideally, what I'm supposed to do is to say 2 times 15, okay?
Yes.
And I will
Which
say
is the
6 times 13, okay?
okay, sir.
Now, but instead of doing that, that's going to give me, you said 30, and this one, 6 times 13 should be 78, right? If 6 times
Yeah.
12 is 72, then once you just add another 6, you get 78. So instead of having this big number, and I will have to divide again, okay, to reduce to lowest form. Is that clear?
Yes,
I
sir.
will now say, okay, how many 6 is here? That's 5, okay? Then how many 6 is here? That's 13. Instead of doing this, why can't I say my 2 over 6 times 15 over 13? I can look at what can divide them instantly. 2 can divide 6, yes or no? Can 2 divide 6?
No.
Yeah, 2 can divide 6, okay? How many 2 is in 2? 1. How many 2 is in 6? 3. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So I have a new fraction, 1 over 3 times 15 over 13. Also, if I still consider the denominator and the numerator, 3 can divide 15, yes or no?
Yeah.
How many 3 in 3? 1. How many 3 in 15? 5. So what do I have finally? I have 1 times 5 over 1 times 13. Then this becomes 5 over 13. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So instead of doing it this way and getting a bigger number that I will need to reduce to the lowest form, then why not just cut it down and get your answer without having to multiply and reduce anything. Okay, let's look at one example before I give you what to try, okay?
Okay.
One more example. Let's say I have 9 times 21, or 9 over, let me call it 9 over 10, okay, times 21 over 63. Instead of, please look at this. Please look at this so that you can understand. Instead of multiplying 9 and 21, are you seeing this?
Yes.
So I will not multiply it, okay?
Okay.
But I will consider the top and the bottom. Is there any number that is common to them? Is there any factor common to them? Yeah, 9 is common. 9 here, 1. How many 9 is in 63? That is 7. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Then the next step is to still see whether anything is common again. Is anything still common? 7 is common, can go in 21, right?
Yes.
7 here, 1, and 7 here, 3. So what do I have left? I have just 1 times 3 at the top, which is 3, and 10 times 1 at the bottom, which is 10. So this is very much faster and simpler than having to say 9 times 21 divided by 10 times 63, and I'm going to be getting some kind of a very large number, you know. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Because if I multiply 9 times 21, it's going to give me 189, okay?
Okay.
And 63 times 10 will give me 630. Then I will start cutting this down until it give me this tiny number. So instead of going that way, I would rather stop it at this. I would rather pass through the process of factoring it, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's look at one more. Please focus on this. Let's say we have, let's say we have something like 20 over 3 times 11 over 9. 20 over 3 times what? 11 over 9. Sorry, over 9. So if I put this here, looking at this, there is obviously nothing that is common to this because no number up can divide any number at the bottom. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So in this case, I don't have any choice than to multiply them. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So what I will need to do, I will say 20 times 11, then 3 times 9. So this is going to be 20 times 10 is 200, okay?
Okay,
So
sir.
20 times 11 is going to be 220. And 3 times 9 is what?
It's
27.
27.
So I'm going to say, how many 27 can I see in 220? I'm going to say something close to 8, okay?
Okay, sir.
So if I multiply 27 by 8, I have 216, okay? So if I
Okay,
remove
sir.
216 from 220, I have 4 whole number, 4 remainder 4 over 27. That's 8 whole number, 4 over 27. So let me explain all over, okay?
Okay.
From the first one, this is the question we have. 2 over 5 times 15 over 13. We can say 2 times 15 and say 6 times 13, okay?
Okay,
That
sir.
is numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. It gives us this, but we have to reduce it to lowest term. Is that clear?
Yes,
And
sir.
that is the principle we just finished. Okay, instead of doing that and getting that big number that we are reducing to a smaller number, why not look for factors between the denominators and the numerators and see whatever can divide them? Okay,
Okay,
then I
sir.
begin to say 2 in 2 is 1 and 2 in 6 is 3. So I got a new fraction 1 over 3. Okay, then I have my 15 over 13. Are you seeing this?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then I can say 3 here, 1, and 3 in 15 is 5. So finally, I have 5 over 13, okay? Which
Okay,
is still the
sir.
same as the answer here. Now, for number 2, I have 9 times 21. I mean 9 over 10 times 21 over 63. So instead of saying 9 times 21 and getting a big number and 10 times 63 getting a big number, I just look at the numerator and the denominator, which number can divide them. 9 can divide 9 and 63. So 9 in 9 gives me 1, okay? And 9 and 63 give me 7. Is that clear?
Yes.
So I can see that 7 can still divide 21. So 7 in 7 gives me 1. And 7 in 21 gives me 3. Is that clear?
Yes.
Then I was able to say what remains, just 1 and 3 at the top, that give me 3. And 10 and 1 at the bottom, that give me 10. Is that clear?
Yes.
But for the other type, I was there is nothing at the top that is common to anything at the bottom. 9 is not a factor of 20, neither is it a factor of 11. 3 is not a factor of 11 or 20. So I have no choice than to multiply the numerator by numerator, which is 20 times 11, and denominator by denominator, which is 3 times 9. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Then 20 times 11 gives me 220, and 3 times 9 gives me 27. So I have an improper fraction. Okay? Then I have to make it proper by turning it to a mixed number. So how many 27 is into 20? That's 8. So if I multiply and reduce, remove that, that gives me 216. So if I remove 216 from 220, I have 8. Okay. I mean, I have 4, okay?
Okay, sir.
Then that is 4 over 27. So is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to give you some time to put this down before we proceed, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So like I said, that it should always give you answers in the lowest form. So these your answers does not they do not appear to be in lowest form. So we're going to look at the correction now, so that when I give you anything to try later, you will be able to do it confidently. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, please sit and look at this. What you have done, if I am right, what you have done is that you have multiplied the numerator to get this, and you multiply the denominators to get this. That's not wrong. But what is wrong there is that you did not reduce it to lowest form. Okay.
Uh,
Then if you had multiplied 5 times 27 to get 105, can 5, okay, 5 times 21, right? Please take note of the way you write your 21, okay? So that it doesn't look like 27. So 5 times 21 has given you 105, and 6 times 5 has given you 30. That's also correct. But what is not correct is that they are not in the lowest form. In fact, this one is an improper fraction. Okay?
okay, sir.
And the last one too, you multiply 3 times 7 to give you 21, and 9 times 14 to give you 126. Also, it is not in the lowest form. So what we need to do is to take them to lowest form. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So please watch this. Please watch carefully as we take this to lowest form. 2 can divide because these are even numbers, right? So let's start by using 2. How many 2 can you see in 11? That's 5, which is 10. Remainder 1, okay?
Okay,
How
sir.
many 2 in 12? That's 6. Over how many 2 is in 19? That's 9, which is 18. Remainder 1. How many 2 in 12 again? That's 6. This is also an even number. We can still use 2 to divide it, okay?
Okay,
How
sir.
many 2 is in 5? That's 2, which is 4. Remainder 1. How many 2 in 16? That's 8. Then how many 2 in 9? That's 4. Remainder 1. How many 2 is 16 again? That's 8. We can still use 2 to divide. 2 in 2 is 1, 2 in 8 is 4, right?
Yeah.
2 in 4 is 2, and 2 in 8 is 4. 2 can still divide them, okay? 2 in 14, 7. And 2 in 24, 12. Now nothing can divide them. Okay?
Okay.
But instead of going through that length to reduce it to the lowest form, look at the question. Can you see the question here?
Yes, sir.
Why don't I say 8 here, 1, 8 here, 8? Okay?
Okay.
Are you getting this?
Uh,
I said 8 here, 1, 8 is 64, 8, right?
yeah.
Then 2 in 14, 7. And 2 in 8 is 4, right? What do
Yes.
I have left at the top? What's remaining at the top?
One,
And what?
7,
So what is 1 times 7?
7,
What's remaining at the bottom?
4, and 3
What is 3 times 4?
is 12.
So did it give us the answer?
Yes.
So which method is better now? This
Uh,
division method that you divide them, right?
yes.
Let's check the second one. Even though you have
So,
even though you have gotten 105 and this, we can use 5 to divide them because we can't use 2. Okay?
yes.
Though we can use
Uh,
3. So 5 in 10 is 2, right?
yeah.
Then 5 in 5 is 1. And 5 in this is 6. So 3 can divide them, okay?
Okay.
3 in 21 is what? 7. And 3 here is what? 2. So how many 2 is in 7? That's 3. Remember 1 over 2. This is your final answer, okay?
Okay, sir.
But instead of going through that method, why not say 5 here, 1, 5 here, 1? Okay?
Okay, sir.
3 here, 2, 3 here, 7. So what is remaining at the top?
7
Just 1 and 7, which is 7. What's remaining at the bottom? 2, right?
is,
That is
yeah.
3 and half. Can you see we arrived at the same answer? Okay.
Okay.
Now, let's see the last one. You got 21 over 126. 21 over 126. Let me firstly divide here. 3 here, 1, 3 here, 3. Is that correct?
Yes.
Then 1 times 7 is 7. And 3 times 14 is 42. 14 times 3 is 42, right?
Yes.
Because 14 times 3 gives us 42. So 7 can divide 42, right?
Yes.
So 7 here, 1, 7 here, 6. Now we have to reduce your answer. So we can use 3, okay? 3 here is what? 7. And 3 here is 42. 3 in 12 is 4. 3 in 6 is 2, okay?
Okay, sir.
Then 7 here, 1, 7 here, 6. So you can see it's the same answer, but you have to ensure to reduce your answer to the lowest form in order for us to get the same thing, okay?
Okay, sir.
I will not rush you with the division today. Let us just deal with only multiplication of fraction so that I will give you I'll send this note to you after the class, okay?
Okay.
So that you will take some time to study it. But let me look for the homework to give you on this. Um, work. So the number one that you are free to use any method you want to use, but you must ensure that your answer is in the lowest term. Okay.
Okay.
By that, you will be able to know that whether you've gotten it or not. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe you try something like this as your homework. Number one, 4/3 times 27/20. Then number two, you can try something like 6/4 times 15/9. Number three, you can try 5/3 times, let's say, 8/2. And number four, you can try something like 14/33 times 99/56. Then number five, maybe 10 over 24 times 40/36. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going to send this over as your homework too. So 40/36. So that um, you go through the all of the explanations like this. After writing them down, then you'll be able to go through this one too. So let me just change the topic to only multiplying fractions. Okay, multiplying fractions. So in that way, we know that if you get this right, then we can move to division of fraction or dividing fractions. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is where we're rounding up the class for today. But expect your assignment soon, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So bye for now.
Bye.